What's going on YouTube? This is Luke with Endless Entrepreneurs, just coming to you with a quick haul video here from my hotel room. Just landed, been driving all day, actually since like 1 p.m, can't say all day. As promised, just wanted to bring you guys a haul video of what I found when I stopped at Thrift. Got about 3.5 hours left to bang out tomorrow morning to get home to New York. I'm traveling home to visit my nephew's graduating from high school. Pretty cool, exciting stuff. But I did stop in Virginia, Dalesville, I guess it's called, Virginia, at a Goodwill. Found some really good stuff. It's about 10:30 now, I think. Just figured I'd show you guys quick what I found, and then I'm gonna get some sleep. Hi Michelle, thanks for stopping in. Hi Crafty, hi Yum Yum, reseller guy. Hey Michelle. I'm not going to keep shouting people out right now. I'll shout people out at the end a little more and we can chat. I do want to jump in. I'll give you a quick tour of the hotel. Balling out here in the Sheraton, actually. Usually go pretty cheap, but my brother gave me a tip. He said, hey, jump on Hotwire. Filter for anything that's 3 stars or 3.5 stars or higher with a 90% feedback from viewers. And I end up with this guy for $76 tonight at the Sheraton. So give you a little tour of the room here. Not bad for $76. Normally I'm used to sleeping in like a Red Roof or something when I'm buying. Well, even when we have Thor, usually stopping there, but not too shabby. Only here for 8 hours of sleep, but it'll do the trick. Let me jump in here, show you guys what I found. Tried to get a nice little sit up here. Oops. Hotel tour like the old Reagan videos. Yeah, I do remember some of those actually. He had quite the crazy trips he used to go on for sourcing. Let me see, hopefully that lighting is not too bad for you guys here. I am just outside of Harrisburg, PA. So I have about 3.5 hours to go. So here is my receipt. Actually, this lighting is pretty awful. Sorry, guys. Wish the lighting was a little better. Shift the TV here. So here is, I spent 99 bucks. You guys can see that. And I got 24 items. I actually found a bunch of vintage stuff, which I'm pretty excited about. Found some bread and butter stuff too. I'll go through normally, normal haul videos when I'm at home. I just kind of go through what I bought, what I think it'll sell for, what I bought it for. This Goodwill was really unique. It had, well, for me it was unique. It was even cheaper than Charlotte prices, which was amazing. I'm not sure how many people are familiar with Dalesville, Virginia. But it was pretty much right outside of Roanoke, and there was a ton of Goodwills all through there. Had I had more time and left as early as I planned, I probably would have hit a couple right there. I wanted to hit more than one, but time didn't allow. I wanted to make sure I got enough sleep tonight and got on the road and got home to visit family in time tomorrow. So one for now. I'll probably hit another one while I'm home in New York, and then probably another one on the way back home. So at least 3. But the prices were like $3.50 for shirts. I think it was like $3.50 for slacks. Shoes were $4, jeans were $4.59, but the thing on top of it was they also had tag sales, which I used to have these in New York, so I had the different color tags on each item, and they were on the 50% off sale. So not only were they cheaper, but they also had tags, and so I also got a bunch of things half price off, so it ended up being really, really good. I got, I think, like 4 or 5 pair of jeans were half price off, including 3 pair of silver jeans, or 2 pair of silver jeans, I think, in there. But let me just jump in. I'll show you guys. Let's see, we got 41 watching live. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Let me just show you what I found, and then we can chat a little bit at the end, and then I want to get to bed at a decent time. So here's a Ralph Lauren Yarmouth line. If you see the tag, I know the lighting's not fantastic. But these are like purple and blue type striped stuff. But it's got the pony on it, and these are kind of my bread and butter type items. I pretty much get anywhere from like 16, 17 up to 20, 22, depending on the size for these. I've actually sold quite a few this month of them, so not too bad. So let's set it here for now. Here is a brand that not everyone knows to be on the lookout for. It's called Fender. Actually, I'm gonna flip on the light here, guys, see if it helps. It's a little better. Not gonna help a ton, but at least a little bit. So here it's called Fender, and they're like a rock and roll shirt, right? So Fender guitar, and here's the tag. I know, again, the lighting is not fantastic, but that's kind of the tag you want to be on the lookout for. And these sell through 100% for me. I always get $25 or more for them. I never have any issue selling these. So if you ever see that tag, definitely be on the lookout for it. It sells really well for me. Here is another Ralph Lauren. This is the Blake line. And sorry if I cough every now and then, guys. Still just getting over the sinus infection. But just another Blake. This is a red plaid. It's got the red pony on it on the front here. So nothing too fancy, but again, when I'm getting these for $3.50, I don't know if this one had a blue tag on it. No, it didn't. So I got for $3.50, getting $17 to $22 on them all day. This, I'm not sure if it's a bad buy. I didn't even take the time to look it up. It was on the t-shirt rack, so it was only $2.50. So I just took a crack at it. I mean, if it ends up being bad, whatever. But it's new with tags, Polar Ralph Lauren, and it's their sleepwear. And normally I pass on it, but it's got an MSRP of $45. I'm not sure how flooded the market is with this, because I know they carry it in like the Marshalls and things like that. But for $2.50, I'm gonna take a shot. Hopefully, I mean, at $2.50, if I can get 16 or more for it, it's still a decent flip. But yeah, if anyone knows, let me know in the chat if they had experience selling this stuff. But again, $2.50 for new with tags, Polar Ralph Lauren. Even though it's a sleepwear, I figured I'd take a shot at it. Here is a Chaps. Sometimes I pass on these when they're new with tags, even though they're new in tags. I don't ever buy them used. But this one was a XXL, and it doesn't have the monogram on it. So one thing I've noticed is when it has the Chaps monogram on it, I think it's less desirable because people know that it's Chaps, versus when it's blank. Slated like this, it can be dubbed, anyone can wear it to work, and they're not worried about what brand they're wearing. So I think from a perspective, when you're looking at lower end dress shirts like this, when they don't have an emblem on the front that says basically that they're lower end, that it works out really well. And dang, this lighting is so bad, guys. Sorry. Not having my, let me see if I can get, how about that? That's a little better. That's a bit better. Alright, so, but yeah, having like not the emblem on it, I think makes it a little more desirable. I usually get like $19.99 for these. And I think the MSRP on this is $55, but it's a XXL, so it'll be desirable. And guys, fourth quarter is just around the corner. I know we're wrapping up second quarter right now, and like this next quarter is really big. Stock up on new and tag stuff that you find. Get ready for it, because it's gonna fly off the shelves. Here is Ralph Lauren Classic Fit. And just basic Ralph Lauren stuff, nothing too fancy. This one does have a pink pony, which I like the brighter colors. They're definitely more desirable, like a blue striped. Again, and this one didn't have blue tag, nope, but I got $3.50 for it, so still happy with that. Another thing to start being on the lookout for, guys, is now getting these while they're still in the racks before everyone starts looking for them, is these Christmas sweaters. This one's pretty interesting because it's just printed. Like my uncle owns a screen print shop, and so I recognize this brand. He usually orders this a lot to screen print on. So this is probably made custom at a screen printer, I'm guessing. But in any case, start stocking up on these. These will go real well. We get that holiday season, those ugly sweater stuff. Everyone starts looking for it. You can get a crazy amount of money for it. So, oh, thanks, drummer. Polar Ralph Lauren sleepwear, new tags, $14 to $16. Okay, so if I can get that 16 for it, I'd be pretty happy with that. I also pick up these Brooks Brothers. So I found two. They're both large, and I've got two more large ones at home, so I'm probably going to lot all four together. I usually lot three together, but I might try lotting four since I know I have four larges. Here's another one. It's got the fleece logo on it. Those are one of the few things I pick up and lot together and have really good success. I can sell lots of three for usually between $40 and $50, which for me is worth it because I can fit it all into a flat rate for $6. So basically, your cost for me, I get them for $4. These are even cheaper at $3.50, but it's basically $12 plus $6 to ship. I'm in it for $18. I'm getting $40 or more for it, so it's a really good flip when I can bundle them like that. All right, what else we got in here? Another Ralph Lauren. Sorry, I guess all the Ralph Lauren was clumped together. This is cool because this is a size 18, so this is a bigger size. Definitely sells a bit better for me. 1834 by 35, and it is the Yarmouth line, and it's purple stripe with a purple pony. So again, the different colors like this sell a bit better. This was cool. So especially this time of year. This is a Hawaiian, like it's kind of a Tommy Bahama type shirt, but it's rayon, but it is completely new with tags, Caribbean. The MSRP on it's $59.50. It's an XL. It's this light blue with like a good floral pattern on it. Not sure, I didn't look up comps, but normally this type of shirt, new with tags, I'm getting over 20 for pretty easily, regardless of brand. So it was must buy. And did this have the blue tag on it? It did not. All right, one bag down. this one. Found my good old friend Peter Millar. I love Peter Millar. Just a cotton polo. Hi, Sunshine Seller. Thanks for stopping in. Glad you caught me live. Had to be late in a hotel room traveling for you to catch me live. Normally I don't go live this late, so don't get used to it. But these I usually get anywhere from $20 to $30 for, and this is just the basic cotton polo. Usually the sweet spot with these is like 22 to 25 for me. But again, this one was a blue. Nope, this was a red tag. So pretty cool. So pink wasn't my color. It can be. It depends. It's just got to be like a base pink. This one happens to work only because I have a tan, I think, maybe. I don't really know. Occasionally I'll wear pink. What's up, Casey? Thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, road trip to New York. Nephew's graduating, so figure might as well source while I'm on the road. Digging the pink. Yeah, trying to rock the pink. This is Thermofit. Love picking up Thermofit. Yeah, drummer, definitely. I love thrifting. Hedge the trip. Get to write off a lot of my expenses because for business, and come back with a lot of inventory. So it's always good to do that. So this is Thermofit. You can see the line here. Love getting these. This was, and she only gave me the shirt price for this, so I got this for I think it was $3.50. But yeah, usually get like mid-20s for these. Even this time of year, you'd be surprised they'll sell. So I love picking those up. Trying to keep up with comments here. All right, Izod. So newer tags. These dress pants, got these for $3.50 as well. These are kind of, I think these are flat front. Yeah, they're flat front. They're like that non-iron feel, like the, it's got the expandable waist, which, guys, the expandable waist is actually a pretty good selling point for these. So pretty excited about that. Yeah, guys, this was a pretty good haul. I haven't even got to the good stuff yet. This is just kind of the basic stuff, but I usually get like 25 to 30 for the Izod new tag stuff. I think, hopefully this goes to show you too, like, if you struggle in your area finding stuff, maybe plan a weekend and just taking a trip to an area you've never been and just hit a bunch of stores and see what you come up with. Like, I literally randomly was driving, pulled off the road, got a drink, jumped in my GPS and was like, where am I going to be in the next 2 hours? Just so I had like a target to drive to. Search Goodwill in the Google Maps thing and just look for every thrift store around. Happened to find Roanoke and saw like 6 thrift stores right off the highway and just picked one and stopped. And the pricing was good. I mean, I got lucky with that for sure, but I think that if you get stuck finding good inventory, like, definitely take some shots at taking a road trip here or there on the weekend, you know. Just see what else is out there, even, you know, hour and a half, 2 hours away, and see if maybe it mixes it up and changes your luck a bit. Because if you can go for a weekend trip and come back with 50, 100, 150 items, you hit like 5, 6 stores, you know, it's worth it. Anyways, back to this. Sorry about the little rant there. So this is a Polo Ralph Lauren lamb's wool sweater vest, and it's red and navy blue. And this was no tag in this, I guess. I don't know. All I know is on my receipt she marked, I think it was most of the jeans. I have 7 items that were marked half off, so that was cool. But these, the lamb's wool ones especially, I'll get usually mid-20s for. The just basic cotton ones usually I get low 20s, high teens for. So pretty decent. Picked up. This is a good brand. I've been finding this more and more after I started learning about it. I'm wondering how often I've passed this over. It's Bonobos, and this is actually slim fit. Ooh, sorry, you guys probably can't see that because this lighting's terrible, but Bonobos, slim fit. Get high 20s, low 30s for these. This is short sleeve, so this time of year this will sell great. It's a medium. I do have listing goals. I just saw that question. Actually, Casey, I'm using my phone. I have unlimited data. I'm grandfathered into my Sprint plan, so I just can stream. The hotel Wi-Fi would probably be garbage, so that's the only reason this is good. But yeah, I do have listing goals. I try to list, actually I've revised my business plan. For the first half of the year, I've been trying to list on average 12 items per month. Or 12 items per day, sorry, not per month. For quarter 3 and quarter 4, I've got some revised listing goals. I'm going to be shooting for 15 items a day, especially quarter 3 for the ramp up. But yeah, that's what I try to stick to. Sometimes I end up with 20 one day and 10 the other, you know, based on my schedule. But that's what I try to stick to is for a daily listing goal that feeds to a monthly listing goal, which I try to list. I was listing 350 items per month, unique items sourced from Goodwill. Now I'm going to be trying to list 450. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. Shannon's asleep. Hopefully she hasn't heard that yet, because I don't think she's seen my new business plan I did up on the plane. But that's what Q3 has entailed for me. All right, let me jump in here. I will, and I'll grab questions at the end too, guys. So if I don't answer them now, just hold them, and I definitely will answer them. We'll do a little Q&A. I've got about 15 minutes left before I'm going to go to bed. So I just want to get through this. Here's Vigas, I think that's how you pronounce it, or Vegas. Jeans. I pick these up occasionally, as long as they're not super, super tiny sizes. They got the nice stitching on them. Usually you can get like mid-20s for these. They're size 5, and they have like kind of the distressed look on them. In these were half off. It's got the blue tag on it, so I got these for $250. So I can't really lose with those, or $225 actually. So I'm pretty pumped about that. These are silver jeans. These ones were full price, but still love selling silver. They're a little more beat up. They've got the fray on them, but that's fine. Just gotta notate it. You can see on the bottoms. But in these for $5, usually get anywhere from 30 to 50 depending on the line for my silver jeans. All right. What size, Casey? These are size 29. They're boot cut. All right. This is something new I found. I don't know if they'll fit you, Casey. Yes, they are women's. I think they're women's. Oh, they might not be women's. I don't really know. I'll have to look. So this right here, Sun Mountain Rain Flex. I've never seen this before, but I picked it up, and like, you know how you pick up like a certain jacket and like, man, that's quality. This is awesome. So I picked this up. I looked at comps. This does have a logo on it, a Country Code logo, but comps look to be like mid-30s easily for these. She gave me the shirt price on this, so I got this for $3.50, and it's like a heavier rain jacket. So I was really pumped about that. But definitely check out Sun Mountain. This Rain Flex line specifically seems to be a really good one. And it's definitely like a lined, you know, weatherproof golf jacket, which is a really desirable, kind of similar to the Dry Joys type material. When I picked it up, that's what I thought of. I was like, oh, this is similar to Dry Joys by FootJoy. So keep your eyes peeled for this. And I got it for $3.50. Really cannot lose it with that. All right, what else? One more item in this bag. Oh, so here's another one of those vests. So this is a double XL, which is great. These bigger sizes sell awesome, these vests. So it's navy blue with the red pony. Just cotton, but this was blue tag here. So I actually got this for like $1.75, I guess. So can't usually sell these for high teens, low 20s, the cotton ones. So happy to be in that for $1.75. A couple other items, guys. Here is the silver jeans that I got for half off, so I got these for $2.50. These ones are the Tuesday flap, I think is what it says. Size 30. These are definitely women's with the closures and the low rise here. But yeah, and these for $2.50. Pretty pumped about that. Thanks, drummer. Yeah, I was pretty happy about it. It was definitely a successful haul so far. This is just one Goodwill. I spent probably 45 minutes at it in Dalesville, Virginia. So if anyone's from that area, don't go hit the store. I cleaned it out. Here are just Levi's 501s. And I've sold 4 pair of 501s in the last like week. So yeah, it's great. Let's see. Here's 30 by 32. Yeah, 45 minutes. I mean, I'm pretty efficient now. I've done it for so long. I just fly through the racks. Kind of my wrist actually kind of hurts because some of the racks are really packed in the store, which I definitely don't like. I end up having to shift clothes from one rack to the other just to make room so I can go faster. But yeah, usually 45 to an hour. The only thing is I didn't go through women's clothes that I need to start doing. I've kind of avoided it in this store just because I wanted to stick to my strict 45 minutes. All right, we got 3 more things that were really cool finds. I think these are the finds of the trip. I'm not sure on the first 2 of these. I need to do more research, but from the limited knowledge I have of vintage sporting or like clothing, so professional stuff, I'm pretty sure this is a very vintage Washington Redskins sweatshirt. And here's the tag on it. It's by The Game. And usually you can tell from these older tags that it's very vintage, and from the sizing. And it's got this tag on the sleeve. Right there, that's sewn on. So there's one little stain on it that I'm pretty sure I can get out with a Tide pen, but pretty cool. Not sure what it'll go for. I have no idea. I have to do some, definitely a lot of research. Seems pretty unique. I like to, with these type of things, put them up for just a really high amount and let them sit for a while and see what happens, see if it gets any traction. Especially with football season coming up, I think that'll be very popular. And here's another one. This is by Nutmeg, which I know is more of a vintage brand for sports stuff. And this is the Dallas Cowboys. Thought of Terry when I picked this up. Not sure if Terry's in the chat or not. I know I believe she's a Cowboys fan, unfortunately. But yeah, again, it's got the same type of tag here. For Nutmeg, so it's like that official team stuff. I mean, I believe this stuff is from the 90s. I have to check on it. I'm not really a big expert with vintage stuff. I'm trying to learn more. I will do my research on these, but I'm pretty sure these are both from the 90s. So pretty cool stuff. I'm hoping I can get 40s or 50s for these, but I don't know. I haven't done research, so it would just be a guess. But either way, one of these was, I think they both were red tags. Yeah, but again, I paid $3.50 for these. She gave me the sweatshirts, so can't beat that. And this, I think, was the find of the day. So this is one of the vintage 90s starters jackets. It's a pullover. It's not a full zip. It's got the front pocket on it, the quarter zip. It's got this big Eagles logo, the old one on the back, starter. It's got one small stain on the way of the sleeve, and that's it. Everything else seems to be in excellent condition. Not sure on comps for these. I sold a similar Phoenix Suns one, which isn't even as popular, for like $60 not too long ago. So hopefully, the football in the corner, I'm gonna push the upper, close to 100 for this, hopefully. But I'll have to look at comps. This one might be oversaturated or not. But I think that I should get a good price, especially because it's in really good condition. She gave me this for $5.99. So they had like a light jacket price and a winter jacket price, and she gave me the $5.99. I watched her type it, and I was like, huh? And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna say it. I mean, $6 for this. I was really, really happy. I mean, I probably would have paid up to $15 for this, just knowing how well these do sell. So that was definitely the find of the day. So let me just check out some. No, I don't think she was flirting Michelle. I think a lot of times they just don't. It doesn't impact them. Like, they're just gonna pick whatever the key is easiest to hit. That's close enough to the description. I mean, she had a price sheet she was looking at and stuff, so she was trying to figure out which one to do. I mean, I think a lot of times they just don't care that much. It's not like there's systems in place to penalize them for ringing it up incorrectly or anything like that. And if you're nice, like I took all the hangers off. I'm always very courteous and nice. And I think that helps a lot too when they're erring on one side or the other. It's like the person who already took the hangers off and did half the job for them, they're going to be pumped about it and, lean towards helping you out. So let me check some comments here. I haven't really been looking at them. Flirting because of my pink shirt. Yeah, if that's the case, I should wear pink all the time, I think. Seth, no, I am not a full-time reseller. So yeah, I didn't give my normal intro. I am a full-time corporate finance analyst and a part-time eBay seller. I track my business on this channel, my eBay business. It's taken on a life of its own. It's definitely more than a hobby at this point. I spend almost full-time hours, probably full-time hours on it every week. But I do work full-time as a finance analyst. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Chicago Bulls fan. I love picking up this much inventory for sure. I'm really pumped about it in one store. Big Chief just asked if you offer free shipping, do you have to pay for shipping and returns? So you only pay for shipping and returns if you're at fault, basically, which is a weird way to say it. But basically, I'm gonna put this down because my arm is sore holding that. Basically, if they say the item wasn't described or was flawed or something you did to misrepresent, then you pay the return shipping. If they say it's because it doesn't fit and they just want to return it, then they pay shipping. So those are pretty much the scenarios I see back and forth. I actually just had, it's funny, I had a buyer, drummer, I'll be doing a little more thrifting, probably going to hit one more store tomorrow. I'll try to give you guys another haul video. Try the day that I do the thrifting, I'll try to give you guys a haul video when I can. It's going to be from my phone because that's really all I have. But and Lucy just asked, with Tide pens, do you wash the item after you use it? Yeah, usually I'll use the Tide pen, let it sit, and then I'll wash it. But I had an instance. I know that returns is kind of a hot topic, and everyone's worried about getting taken advantage of. And I had this one happen while I was gone on vacation. This guy sent me a message. Didn't issue a return. Just sent me a message. Took 4 photos of a Peter Millar polo. Said it was an orange polo shirt I sent him. Said the item was not in excellent use condition. And see photos, there's thread coming loose from the button, and the plankards, which I didn't even know that was the name of them, I guess is what the buttons go in, were not in excellent use condition, and it was misrepresented, and asked what I was going to do about it. And I was like, so I looked at the photos he attached, and literally it was like, let me see if I can find one of the buttons on these shirts. So basically he was saying, because this knot right here was slightly frayed. Fully functional, perfectly intact, secured, not loose or anything like that. Just a little frayed. And because the inside of one of these holes right here had a little bit of fraying on it, that it was not in excellent use condition. So I actually I got out stubborn, and I sent a message back, and I basically said, I'm sorry that you're not satisfied with the quality of your item. You know, we take customer service very seriously. If we offer 60-day returns, no questions asked. If you're not happy with the item, please feel free to return it. However, you will be responsible for paying return shipping, since after examining the photos closely, that item is in fully functional condition with no cosmetic blemishes or wear, and what fits our definition of excellent used item that is pre-owned. If there are additional flaws that you haven't highlighted, you know, basically, like, then there's a different discussion, but based on what you provided, this is an excellent use condition. I'm sorry if you're expecting something else, and I haven't heard back from him. It's been like 4 days. So I think he just was looking for me to like refund and avoid negative, and I kind of got to the point, I just was like, all right, the ego in me is like, this was a $17 shirt. I think it was like $17.50. I had it like 30% off while I was gone. He paid full price. Like, go ahead and return it. I'll pay the return shipping. You're going to probably say it's not subscribed, whatever. I'm not giving you a free shirt. Like, I don't care. I'm not giving you a free shirt. Leave negative if you want, and I'll just start a case with eBay. So, haven't heard anything back. Marshall said that's why I never used the word excellent. Yeah, maybe that's what led down that path. This is a very one-off. It does not happen very often. But yeah, I don't know. I like describing it as excellent because I use excellent, good, and fair. And that's kind of what I use. The thing I would say, and I should probably do, is put a grading scale, like what each one means. I know a lot of booksellers do that on Amazon. That's probably something that I should do a little better, but I don't. But I don't have a lot of issues with either. My returns are very, very minimal. That was just, I thought I'd share that with someone because everyone's asked a lot about returns. I've been doing 60-day returns. I haven't had any issues. My returns are actually less over the last month and a half than they have been all year. So I would say don't be scared of 60-day returns, especially if you're a clothing seller. Sharon Beam said, do you ever do returns through messaging and just a PayPal refund? Never. I never do that, Sharon, because you won't get your eBay final value feedback. So I always just say, more than happy to do it. Just, please, start the return process. Because you can do both, right? If they want to do a partial refund, they can start the return, you accept and give a partial refund you amount to them. Or if they want to return it, then you can accept the full one. But either way, it's governed through eBay. You get all of your transaction fees back. It just seems to be the way to go. You've been getting a lot of returns, drummer. That stinks. Demetrius just asked, any points on asking price for Brioni suits? Found 2 today for, wow, you found 2 suits for $25 each. I don't know. You have to look at comps. Probably depends on material and style and the pattern. I don't have a lot of experience with Brioni. I've only found it one time, so unfortunately I don't have a lot to offer on that. Ronnie Hart from Heart's Picker might have a better idea, but definitely just check the solds and completeds for similar styles. On a totally unrelated note, I think this is hilarious. So this is a water bottle. So this one's free and clear. In the other room, there's one with like a big old thing around the neck of it that says $4 for the bottle of water. So how can you have one that's free and clear and one that's $4? They're both the same size in the room. Like, that's ridiculous. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up here in about a minute. So any other questions, let them roll. Otherwise, I'm gonna get some sleep, and I will try to come back to you guys with another haul video over the next day or so as I'm in New York. But I will be with family, so that's not a promise. It's just a hope that I'll be able to do that. But it'll be schedule provided for sure. It is a complete loophole. Casey's saying it is a complete loophole with eBay algorithms on returns like that. I don't quite understand what that means, Casey, but are you referring to if you do it outside of eBay? I guess I don't quite understand the question or the statement. Not saying it's wrong, I just don't know. Thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, hopefully we'll be over the sinus infection for good by the end of this trip. Stinks that my entire vacation I've been sick for, but you just make the most of it. That's what I mean. Oh, not outside eBay, Casey's saying. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it on this Wednesday night. If you're just joining now, feel free to rewatch. Find lots of good brands I found today to resell on eBay. Hopefully it's helpful to you guys. I will be back later. Hopefully I have a couple Instagram posts for you guys as the weekend goes too. Check me out on Instagram, Endless Entrepreneurs. Have an awesome night, guys.